So, like I have said in my previous Homelab videos, my dashboard for my Homelab is actually been Heimdall for some time now. I like the Heimdall UI. It's beautiful. You can change it basically how you like it, but I see it as kind of a launcher. You know, you click the link and you end up in the service. I have tested some other ones, Homarr or homepage ones, and I just a couple of weeks ago I decided that hey, I want to change how I approach my Homelab. So I've been doing some vibe coding. I know everyone hates it, but I started to imagine how I would like to get some information from my Homelab. So maybe a week now, I've been running the first version of my own dashboard for my Homelab called Anya. So let's check it out. So this is Anya. The main difference between Heimdall and Anya is that in Heimdall you are basically just looking for the launcher buttons. In Anya you can set basically the UI to be a couple different kinds. In my setup now, I have set actually the buttons on the left side on the app rail, and all the widgets are actually on the main area itself. So here I have on my Llama instance, so I can ask on my local AI something. The VPN shield is basically a qBittorrent, so meaning that I have to blur out these IPs, but meaning that my qBittorrent is running actually inside the qBittorrent, which has a VPN connection to outside. So that's why it's called VPN shield. So it just checks between the VPN IP and my host IP every minute and sees that they never get matched. If they get matched, the VPN connection is broken, and it basically means that the VPN is not working. The next one for me is my UniFi network. I can actually see my APs and cameras and things like that. The main thing what I want to see is basically offline devices, that if some device goes offline, I can see it straight from here. One of the things I also have is Plex. It's at the moment shows that I have 7 libraries with almost 3,000 items. One thing I'm not going to show at the moment is I can click show recently add, and it's going to show the posters what you have added last time, to the Plex, but just for this video I'm going to set it off. Next thing is going to be Docker. So it just shows my Docker what I have running at the moment, and it also shows what has been stopped. And one of the things actually I wanted to do, and I want to make better, is that Anya is gonna be somewhat smart. If any of those services has some sort of notification, it's gonna pop up also in Anya. So this at the moment it's only telling me that 2 Docker instances has been stopped, and I can dismiss it and they go away. So that's gonna be on the roadmap for the future to be more, more informative. It's gonna tell me things I want to see and how it behaves and things like that. The next one I said was basically an RSS radar. So you're gonna set RSS feed. I just follow BBC and New York Times, but you can set any RSS feed you want. Next one is qBittorrent. 2 things basically. If you are trying to download a Ubuntu ISO anything, you can drop the magnet link here and it's gonna transfer it to the qBittorrent, so you don't have to open the app itself. It's also gonna show you download and upload speed and basically to torrent here how it's going, that if it's stalled for some reason or anything. And the last one I have said at the moment is basically a Home Assistant controls. You can press here and add what you like. So I can press there and the light's gonna come on or turn off or anything you like. So it was just for quick control basically. Yeah, and the next thing on Anya is basically you can set it up the way you want. If you go to settings, here you can change the order or add new buttons, meaning that you can add new buttons on the app rail. And one thing I did, but if you press add, it's gonna try to search for the app icon automatically, just to make it, the UI more nice looking. If it doesn't have anything, it's gonna default to one of these basic ones, and so there is at least gonna be something here, like my drink solution for recipes. It doesn't have its own, so it's gonna default to one something. The next thing you can do on the Anya basically is to change the front page or the dashboard itself. At the moment, I'm using the app rail setup where the apps are on the left side. You can also put the layout to so-called sidebar mode. So when I save, all the apps jump on the middle, and the widgets go to the right side. This is just because you can turn off the widgets, and then the launcher buttons stay on the middle, so it works pretty much like Heimdall. And yeah, the settings change to the app rail itself, so they are easier to access. And here you can set up, basically change the order for the widgets and things like that. So I'm gonna press that and say, yeah. So I try to give it more, ability to change itself according to user. I know I'm just the only user, but one day I might want to use it differently and so on. So yeah. Also on the integrations page, these and the last one, basically the widgets, they are gonna merge probably at some point. But here are some ready-made solutions for some like Procmox and Pi-hole, and if you want to add them, it's gonna basically just add the port and API key and things like that. I haven't tested everything yet. I'm gonna do, but that's just the ones I've been thinking about adding. The rest one of these is quite simple ones that I showed. The last one I'm gonna actually show is that I have said that you can have a web search on the up, on top of the page. On my case, it's once again the search, meaning that I can search through without Google, spying on me. But you can also set it to Google search if you want to search something, and it's gonna open another page. So yeah, just to be quite versatile on what I can do with it, and yeah, things like that. The last thing I did actually was if you press Ctrl K, I can press something and just open the app. It's just for those who want to use the keyboard like me. At sometimes it's nicer to do than press something. So yeah, I know this is extremely quick, and I'm just doing this for myself, but I wanted to show that I know wipe coding has a bad tendency to be talked about quite badly, and people use it not so smartly. On my case, when this is running only on my Homelab, and I've been extremely careful about the fact that it cannot access outside services, just those I have given permission, and I'm already using through API or something, so the keys are available. So yeah, I know this is fast and just over the top version, but I'm gonna be building this for myself, and at some point I'm gonna probably make a more full video at how you can set it up, what you can use if someone is ever interested of using themselves. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.